Misanthropic One, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant slash review. Today I want to talk about Eminem's long-awaited album titled The Death of Slim Shady, Coup. Okay, let's jump right into this shit because I know a lot of y'all waited for it. Let's go into the producers on this bitch. You have Cole Bennett, Benny Blanco, Callis, Carlton, Don Cannon, Q Beats, Danielle, Dem Joints, Dr. Dre, Emil, Eminem, Fredwreck, Marvy I, Carlton McDowell, John Nocito, Mr. Porter, Louis Resto, White Gold, DJ Premier, and DA Got That Dope. Okay? The features on this bitch. You got White Gold, you have Sly Piper, Bizarre, Dem Joints, Easy Mill, Skylar Gray, Babytron, Big Sean, Jelly Roll, and 2 Chainz on one of the bonus tracks if you pre-ordered this shit. Okay? Alright, so let's jump right into this shit. The single, well, first of all, I don't have a physical copy again. I don't know if this will be released or physically or anything, but if I can, I'll drop the album artwork here or here, wherever, so you can see it. Album artwork is pretty dope because it goes with the title of the album, The Death of Slim Shady. And you basically see Eminem's face in a body bag about to be zipped up. So I like that. As far as this album is concerned, the tone of the album is set by the first single, which is called Houdini. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw it. If you look at the visuals of it, it's a throwback to the Slim Shady days. Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and Eminem Show, which is my favorite era of Eminem, even prior to that with Infinite and Slim Shady EP. But the visuals are a throwback to that era. And yeah, even with him flowing and him rapping, yeah, you could tell that he's going back to that because on this album, he is going in, he's speaking my language, like he just is being the old school Slim Shady, just quote unquote offensive, and you know, he going in on woke bullshit, which he should have been doing this whole time, but y'all know how I feel about that. I've been very critical of Eminem, okay? His second album, Toby, featuring Big Sean and Babytron, I was feeling it a little bit less than the last one, I guess because I didn't see the visuals, and I think the video was kind of delayed for a little bit. But as far as the lyrics and everything and the flow was concerned, yeah, it was still lyrical. It just wasn't, at the time I wasn't complimented by the visuals because I wanted to know the tone of the album. And like I said, Houdini definitely set the tone for his fucking album. This shit starts off strong with Renaissance and then goes into Habits. The intro, Renaissance, is great. Habits, great. Again, like I said, you're getting that vintage Slim Shady. I think you go into Trouble, Brand New Dance. One of them I wasn't feeling. Now, mind you, I'm going off the first initial listen of this, so y'all gotta bear with me. I gotta put this out because you know how it is. You can't sit too long on stuff like this. Evil was definitely one of my favorites. Lucifer, Antichrist, I love the way those blend together. There's a great transition in between those songs. Fuel, probably the way Eminem ends his verse, or his verse on that, let me just put it that way, is retarded. Best Eminem I've heard in a while. Road Rage I like. Guilty Conscience 2. That is a callback to the original Guilty Conscience, which is Eminem and Dr. Dre. I like this track. I just wish that it was with M and Dre again, because you can't take a great track like that and leave Dre off of it. You know what I mean? Because that track was amazing with Dre's influence and also his verses. You know what I mean? It should have been the same. You know what I mean? Because I'm very picky about using names that are prominent and then making a sequel out of it. Yeah, Dre needed to be on there, but it still is a good track when you listen to it, content wise. Head Honcho, let me see what else is on there. I already talked about Toby. I'm just skipping through to make this shit short. Somebody Save Me with Jelly Roll. Great track, very emotional, but I would have left this track off of the album, off of the main album, because if you're going in on the Slim Shady persona and giving us that persona back, this it don't fit. Because if you're going in here, being Slim Shady, being kind of emotional, I guess, some people might argue about the Eminem show and say, well, that's kind of emotional too, because you have Clean Out My Closet and shit like that. But this was like, it was weird because it's at the end, you're on this high-paced whole thing during the album, and that slows it down. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. Not trying to say that the track was whack, because it was good lyrically and emotionally, but I don't know, me personally, I would have left it off of there. But yeah, let me say this. As far as an Eminem album is concerned, I would probably rank this one, well, if I had to rate it, I would probably give it like probably a 7 and probably between a 6 and an 8, somewhere in there, because this is my first listen. I gotta delve back into it to solidify it, but definitely I would say buy it, because it's Eminem. Off the strength of that, I mean, let me say this in a nutshell, he definitely got his balls back, because I was definitely critical of this dude for years. Critical of him, during Encore and in between that stuff. Even with Recovery, I know I rated that high when it first came out, but the replay on that, I don't really get a lot of replay on it. There's nothing really that drags me back to it like his original stuff, Infinite, Slim Shady EP and LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and Encore, not Encore, Eminem show. That is Slim Shady era at his peak to me. And this, like I said, is a throwback to that. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Flow wise, again, he's going back to that vintage flow, although he does kind of mix in where he is now. He has that faster, choppy, that type of flow. He mixes that in there. So overall I'm pleased. And really, I want to hear what you gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.